October 23rd, 2024. For years, the name Bayern Munich felt like a curse for Barcelona. But on this Champions League night at the Montjuic, the script was about to be rewritten, and the pen was in the hands of a teenager. At just 17, Lamine Yamal didn't just step onto the pitch, he took control of it. While the world watched to see if the kid could handle the pressure of Europe's elite, Lamine was busy making one of the best left-backs in the world, Alphonso Davies, rethink his entire defensive strategy. Look at the composure here. Despite Bayern's aggressive high line, Lamine plays with a maturity that defies his age. He isn't just hugging the touchline, he's dropping deep, escaping the press, and orchestrating the play like a veteran playmaker. The defining moment, the 56th minute. Watch as Lamine receives the ball under pressure. He looks up and delivers a 40-yard, laser-accurate crossfield ball that finds Rafinha in stride. It's a pass that breaks the back of the Bayern defense and seals the hat trick for the Brazilian. That single assist was the exclamation point on a 4-1 statement victory. Lamine didn't just beat Bayern, he toyed with them. The ghosts of the past were gone, replaced by the vision of a future where this 17-year-old is the king of Europe. January 2025, the Copa del Rey. While the winter air was cold, Lamine Yamal was just getting warmed up. This wasn't just a win against Real Betis. It was a demonstration of absolute telepathic connection. Early in the first half, the Lamine show begins. He doesn't just see the pass, he invents it. Look at this. A jaw-dropping chip that finds Jules Koundé perfectly. The Frenchman meets it on the half volley, rifling it home to make it 2-0. But they weren't done. Just before halftime, it was a glitch in the matrix. Same duo, same spot. Lamine delivers another laser-focused ball to Koundé, who finishes again. The stadium erupts, but VAR intervenes, denying Koundé a historic double by the narrowest of margins. Lamine, however, wouldn't be denied his own moment. After terrorizing the Betis defense and providing yet another assist to Rafinha, he decides to finish the job himself. In the 75th minute, he cuts inside with that trademark elegance and curls it into the near post. 5 goals for Barca, 2 goal involvements for the 17-year-old, and a performance that proved Lamine Yamal doesn't just play the game, he dictates its rhythm. By the time he was subbed off to a standing ovation, one thing was clear: the king of Montjuic had arrived. If there was ever a night that proved Lamine Yamal is untouchable, it was this one, the San Siro, the Champions League semifinal. Under the iconic Italian lights, Barcelona stepped out in their electric green kit, but it was Lamine who provided the real current. From the first whistle, he was a nightmare for Federico Di Marco and Alessandro Bastoni. Every time he touched the ball, the stadium held its breath. Watch this move. 3 inner defenders surround him, and with one drop of the shoulder, he leaves them in his wake. In a game where the momentum swung like a pendulum, Lamine was the anchor. He didn't just play on the wing, he operated in the future. In the second half, he unleashed a strike from the edge of the box that had Jan Sommer completely beaten, only to see it rattle the crossbar. It was a matter of centimeters between him and legendary status. Despite the 4-3 scoreline and the heartbreak of missing the final, Lamine walked off that pitch as a giant. He finished the game with the most successful dribbles and the most chances created of anyone on the field. At just 17, he didn't just survive the San Siro, he conquered it. In that glowing green shirt, he showed the world that even when Barcelona falls, their future is brighter than ever. March 2024, the Santiago Bernabeu, Spain versus Brazil. Usually a Barcelona player expects whistles here, but Lamine Yamal is the exception to every rule. At 16, he didn't just compete with the 5-time world champions, he dismantled them. Watch the footwork. He's gliding past Brazilian defenders like they're training cones. He wins the first penalty with a fearless run, then provides a sublime assist for Dani Olmo. It was a performance so Brazilian that even Neymar reached out to praise him. But the real magic happened in the 91st minute. As he walked off the pitch, the Madrid crowd stood as one. A standing ovation for a Barca prodigy in the heart of the capital. That night, the rivalry didn't matter. November 2025, the Jan Breidel Stadium is rocking, and Barcelona are staring at a European disaster. 3 times they fell behind to a relentless Club Brugge, and 3 times the Blaugrana looked like a team on the verge of collapse. The air in Belgium was thick with the scent of an upset. Every time Barca tried to breathe, Brugge choked the space. The veterans looked shell-shocked, the tactical plan was in tatters, and the fans were bracing for a humiliating defeat. It was the kind of night where leaders are forged in fire, where the weight of that iconic number 10 shirt either crushes a player or defines them. Forget the scoreline. Look at the magic. In the 61st minute, Lamine produces a moment that will be replayed for decades. He navigates a croqueta through 3 defenders in a phone booth, plays a lightning 1-2 with Fermin, and then the finish. A delicate, outside-of-the-boot strike that leaves the keeper rooted to the spot. Pure, unadulterated genius. But he wasn't done. With Barca trailing again late in the game, Lamine takes charge on the right wing. He whips in a cross so dangerous, so precise, that it forces an own goal to level the game at 3-3. On a night where the defense crumbled, the 17-year-old stood tall. He was involved in every single goal, proving that the number 10 on his back isn't a burden, it's his birthright. In the reign of Bruges, a star didn't just shine, he led.